Alright, so okay, here we go then, boys. Right, yeah, I've not actually said anything on my YouTube channel about the Madeleine McCann disappearance, or anything like that. But today I was talking to my grandma. I'm not going to say names. I don't want to drop anything. But she works and knows Jerry McCann very well. And my granddad, another member of my family, has actually had him as his doctor. Jerry McCann's been the doctor to some of my family members. My view straight away, I just think I should let my opinion out, is that the McCann family had something to do with the disappearance and murder of Madeleine McCann. What's your thoughts on the subject, Ryan?
Well, where I stand, before the documentary came out on Netflix, I was always for that the McCanns did it. After watching the Netflix documentary, however, I still think the McCanns did it.
I mean,
that's where I stand.
The documentary very much tried to portray the innocence of them, I feel.
They did, that's what I felt.
But the fact that even though they tried to portray the innocence, they still came out looking guilty, I think really doesn't look good.
I think even more guilty.
Yeah, I definitely think so. But, so anyway, speaking to my grandma about Jerry McCann, a lot of other folk, first of all I should say, a lot of other people I've spoke to about the man have said he's a very cold individual, a very, manipulative individual, a very, you can just tell there's something not right about him. Yeah, yet my grandma seems to have no problems with him. She said she's worked with him before. She said that, yeah, she's kind of not really had those kind of feelings or intuitions around him. Nor's my granddad. They've both kind of, I mean, my grandma leans towards that the McCanns had nothing to do with it. She's met him, then she knows it. But then again, I know,
yeah.
But yeah, maybe that's, you don't want to believe your friends have done it. But then again, maybe it is genuinely she doesn't believe it. My granddad, he's also on the, I don't think he's had anything to do with it side of things. After just, talking through the documentary with both of them as well, they still don't think they did it, which is fair enough. Some do, some don't. I can't tell them what they should think. But I think the evidence in the documentary, the blood and DNA found in the wardrobe and behind the chair, so the settees, that doesn't look good. The blood found in the rental car doesn't look good. The fact that Jerry McCann stormed out of an interview after being asked how come there was her blood and DNA on your clothes doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, so there's a lot of evidence for me personally that brings me to believe, yeah, they did something too. I mean, you also believe that they had part of it, don't you, Ryan?
What, the McCanns?
Yeah.
They had some. Yeah, I think if you look at it, the thing that does it for me is you have all this evidence and that, all these loopholes and that. But the fact that they let, how old was Madeleine when she went missing? Do you know, have you got the age for that?
I think,
young anyway,
yeah, very, very young.
So she was the oldest out of the three, wasn't she? She got 2.
Wasn't she 4?
I think she might have been.
Yeah.
She must have been no more than that, 4 or 5 maybe. The bit that just gets me is they left her and their 2 younger children, not even probably the age of 5, all 3 of them, alone while they're all out in a foreign country, and just thought, no, nothing's gonna go wrong here. And the fact that they walked in just to check on them, and they seen the door was just left open. And then they seen one of them, didn't they? Because they could see the children, but obviously Madeleine couldn't be seen from where they were. And they thought, the door wasn't open last time, but it's open now. Every one of them's gone to the toilet or something. But surely you just peek your head around anyway. Everything's all good. Off we go. It just doesn't sit well with me.
No, and the fact.
Something's really off about what they've said.
I mean, also I was saying my grandma knows. I can't remember Madeleine McCann's mum's name now. Kate McCann. Thank you very much, Ryan. That's why I have you around here. Very little, but I digress. But she said she's seen her in Foss Park.
Does she still walk about though?
I mean, did she have? My grandma said she had her head down, made eye contact with nobody, and just refused to almost acknowledge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, and here's the thing, like, though to me, first thing I thought is she's obviously knows she's killed the kid. That's guilt. But even if she didn't, and it was a kidnapper, she's still going to feel guilt on the fact that she left the kid alone. She knows she's in the wrong for that.
Yeah.
Although I think she did it, I'm gonna say my point for and against.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not the prosecution or the judge. I'm just
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, I'm just yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And I think whether she did it or not, there's definitely guilt for her, because leaving the kid alone and it being her getting kidnapped or taken or whatever happened, there's definitely blame on the family for that.
Oh yeah. It's neglect, isn't it? As well.
I mean,
Charged with neglect, didn't they?
yeah. I mean, Jerry McCann's still a doctor though.
I don't know how they kept their job at NHS.
Here's the thing. They know people in very high places.
Yeah.
If you'd left your kid alone, Ron, you don't have one at the moment, not that I know of. If you left the kid alone and he got kidnapped,
Yeah.
you'd be in jail right now for neglect.
Oh, well, you'd be gone. Everyone on bloody Twitter throw away the kid. They did this.
Yeah.
They did it. They did it at a time where Twitter wasn't really about. What
No.
you really needed to.
If that happened now,
That's where. Yeah.
they wouldn't be able to live with it.
Locked up, life over, job gone, this and that gone.
mean-
Children put in bloody foster care.
They got Christmas cards saying, and inside the Christmas card, people were saying, you know, oh, you're guilty and you killed your kid.
Really?
Talk about a disguise. Oh, a nice Christmas card. Let's see what it says. You killed your kid. Oh, okay then. I mean, that's obviously not very nice of them, and obviously that's not a nice thing to do. I don't condone doing that. But I mean, as I say, as my grandma says, she likes Jerry McCann, and she thinks he's, you know, she said, you know, he's very, you know, as a lot of surgeons are arrogant, because you know what they do is fair enough. They do a very good job, and you know, fair play to him for helping out my granddad as well. You know, just.
Yeah.
Don't give him the same drugs you gave your daughter.
I've been a bit wary though. I've seen quotes of people that I've met him as patients, like your granddad, saying that, as I say, as you said, like he's a bit off, very cold.
Yeah.
Maybe mentally scarred for life.
If you have done it. Because
yeah. He's got something to hide on.
And that's another thing. You look at it and he's kind of, I mean, like when they were all doing the interviews, he was the person guiding Kate through it.
Yeah.
You know, he was the main one. Kate didn't want to acknowledge the cameras or anything, but he was like, we have to do this, we're going to do this. And again, maybe Kate was just, you know, felt guilty for leaving the kids alone.
Yeah.
But I think there's definitely something fishy going on. In the DNA evidence, I mean, the blood and rotten corpse behind the settees and in the wardrobes, that's massive, I think. And the fact that no other fingerprints or glove prints were in that flat, apartment, little hotel room, meaning no one else had been in there.
Yeah.
There's not even a glove print to go, someone broke in, glove print. You know what I mean?
But they refused to take a lie detector test as well.
And as soon as the police started to point the finger at them, they up and fled the country.
They did, didn't
Like, I'm sorry, if you're trying to find your daughter in a country, flying thousands of miles away isn't exactly the best. And also, if the police say, I think you might have done this, mate, and then you just run away, doesn't look good. It doesn't. If the police knocked on my door right now, Ryan, I went, by the way, there's a burglary down the way, we think you did it, I just fucking upped and fled out the back door. They'd be like, get him. Cuff him.
Yeah. Things that I'm not saying the McCanns did it just to be controversial. I genuinely 100% think
Yeah.
that. I would go as far to maybe they committed the offence themselves and actually killed Madeleine. I'm sticking my neck out when I say that, but I think that there might even be enough evidence to say they did do it.
I mean, I think they killed her, but I think maybe by accident.
What do you mean, like Madeleine was like shouting at them or something?
No, I think they drugged her.
Ooh.
You look at the two kids, right? Through the abduction that they say happened, they didn't wake up. So you're telling me a strange man, or several strange men, walked into a bedroom, picked up Madeleine, who would have been crying and screaming, let's be honest, a strange person picking her up, walking around the flat, not waking up. Both of the parents come back in, Ryan, and alert the police. They didn't wake up.
Yeah.
The police came into the hotel room to look around. They didn't wake up. They weren't sleeping. They were out.
Yeah, and the thing is though, you say they could have drugged her. They could have done, because I'm sure Jerry McCann has access to actually like drugs and stuff like that. Cause,
I mean, they'd know how to do it.
yeah.
They would know exactly how to do it. I mean, it would be so easy for them just to go, right, we need them to sleep. We're going out for drinks. If they wake up, we could be done here. This is not good.
Yeah.
Here you are. We give them something. They go to sleep for 5-6 hours. Bob's your uncle, right? They give her too much. Maybe even the night before. Who knows when? But they give her too much.
Yeah.
They realise, bollocks, she's dead. Put the body in the wardrobe, behind the settee, behind the curtains, all the places the DNA was, and got rid of it later.
I don't know how they've got away with it though, if they've done all that. Like, how have they backed that up?
But then again, what somebody else, another very good theory, is maybe there was, as you said, there was an argument, there was a little bit of shouting, a little bit of screaming, that she pushed or fell over, banged her head on the coffee table, something like that, and all of a sudden, you're thinking to yourself, we've got a dead child here.
That's it.
And being the kind of cool, cold person that Jerry seems to be, he would have grabbed hold of Kate and gone, right, we've got because here's the thing, they might have been able to justify themselves doing it by saying, we need to stay out of jail to take care of these other two. If we're in jail, the other two aren't going to have a good life. We need to make sure that we're okay to make sure that these two are okay. And I think they could have, Jerry definitely could justify that in his head. Jerry definitely could, and I think with Jerry's help, Kate can get through it.
Yeah.
And that's why I think Jerry went, right, we'll put the body behind the settee, just straight away get it out of the way, move it into the wardrobe, and because there's also blood and DNA found in the rental car. They put it in the rental car. The dog sniffer found it. They put it in the boot of the car, Ryan. Her in the boot of the... I say it, that's bad. They put her in the boot of the car, drive her away, dump her somewhere, give her to someone. We don't know that at all, right? They come back, go out for dinner, leave the door slightly open, you know?
There's so much, isn't there? So much there.
It could have been... I mean, honestly, I think personally, that's the way it happened. She died before, they got rid of the body, and it's so easy to leave the door open a crack and go, oh no, she's missing. Because if you have successfully gotten rid of the body, and you can without a doubt know that that body isn't going to be found, and no one's going to know we got rid of that body, they can't prove that it hasn't been kidnapped. Until the sniffer dogs find the DNA and blood, until they find out there's no prints in the place, then it looks suspicious.
Everyone's got a theory for it.
Everyone's got their theory, of course.
I'm a bit cautious, to be honest. I don't really have a theory. There could be 5 or 6 different things that they could not.
Indeed.
I just don't know how, if they did have something to it, how they got away. They got arrested for it, didn't they? First.
I don't think they actually got arrested. I think they got
They got done for neglect, didn't they?
I think they got done for neglect, yeah, but they didn't like do any because they're like, you know, rich, powerful, up in society people. They got away with it basically.
Yeah, just to think like Madeleine McCann could be roaming the streets with a different name and she has no idea. I think she's dead.
Put it this way, Ryan. She's 6 foot under.
She's 6 foot under.
She's 6 foot under.
It's a shame, really, because I see people make the odd cracking joke about it. Madeleine McCann's the innocent one, really.
I mean, this whole thing with me Grandma came up when I was talking about. In fact, you know, Stephen Try's a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I was talking about a Stephen Try skit that he did with the Madeleine McCandle. And I was telling me Grandma about that. I don't know why I even bothered really, and I could see her face was a little bit. I went, oh, you're one of the people that doesn't believe. And then that's when she said, oh, I know Jerry, I know this. I was like, God damn it, okie dokie boys, we're in for a...
Probably not something you tell someone really though, is it, that you know Jerry McCann?
I mean, unless it comes up in conversation, it's not going to be a bloody... It's not a fucking, you know, conversation opener. Hello, nice to meet you. I know Jerry McCann. It's something like, I'll say, you know, obviously this happened 2007, I believe. It's been over 10 years. You know what I mean?
10, 12 years, yeah.
And obviously I've known about this and really had a look at it for say 3 or 4, and I say I only just found out that my grandma and granddad fucking know the bloke. Oh, know the family, in fact. Know the family.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, if they drugged her, I don't think they'd have had time to get rid of the body. So I think she died beforehand, because if you find rotten corpse DNA, wardrobe, settee, car, there's 3 places, yeah? If you need to temporarily stash a body in your house, or especially in a small hotel room, Behind the settee, up against a wall, is a great one. Behind in a wardrobe, another brilliant one. And obviously a rental car is a great getaway. Get the body gone. I think, and the fact the dog's found, and the dogs don't just sniff the corpse. Human is the significant word here. You know what I mean? And they found on the clothes as well.
I mean, I'm just a bit at a loss. Just 10 years on here. I don't know.
I mean, realistically, this case is never going to be solved. It's never going to be solved now. The police are incompetent in Portugal. They've never had anything like this happen to them before. This scale. They're incompetent. They fucked it up completely. They fucked up the crime scene. They fucked up the interviewing process. They fucked up the analysis process. They were too proud to ask for help. They fucked it up. If they hadn't have, if they'd have actually had help from the start, preserved the crime scenes, it'd done the interviewing properly.
To get something done with
Yeah,
the first week.
that's it. But they did nothing. And maybe right now the McCanns would be in jail, or maybe there would be a kidnapper in jail right now.
I'm just before I die, I need to know what happens. It's something that I've been wondering.
I mean, realistically, we're never going to know until either the McCanns come out and say something.
It's just the guilt. I don't know how. Yeah.
I think as they get older, maybe the guilt will grow on them more.
I don't know. There's been theories. I don't know that the guilt would really get to them one day, and everyone's been saying that if there was a day, weren't there, or something where there was rumour that Jerry McCann killed himself a few weeks after, but they were squashed quite quickly. Don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah.
Rumour going up now that killed himself. Before they die, like if like Jerry McCann, or they're not going to put the other one in the mud. I'll be honest. Let's say Jerry's on his deathbed case, though, he's not going to like write a note or say anything that he did it. The last one, surely like Kate knows she's going to die soon, or she's getting old and she can't live with the guilt. Surely she has to say something.
This is what I'm telling you this for a fact now, Ryan.
She dies, just to write down, I had nothing to do with it. Because then that's when I actually might start to believe something. If she died, if she knew she was dying, and then she put I didn't do it.
I'm telling you this for a fact now, Ryan. If Jerry McCann dies somehow, like if he's out of the picture, or if he leaves her, and Kate's on her own, I can guarantee within a week she'll fucking come out and say they did it.
Yeah.
Because you look, every interview, he had his arm round her. We can do this. We can get through this. We have to do this. We have to get through this.
Yes.
And most marriages, after a child dies, the parents quite often separate because of the tragedy they've had together. They want to move on, right?
Yes.
And I think Jerry knows if I leave her, or I'm not saying he wants to leave her, but I'm saying I think he knows if she goes out on her own, she's gonna fucking start saying shit here. She'll fucking crack. She's gonna fold like a hot Mars bar on a warm day. She is going to fold. Like, I mean, all the evidence for me stacks up to she died somehow. Maybe it was an accident, right? I think it was, but they got rid of the body, said it was an abduction, a kidnapping, and got rid of it that way.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I'm thinking. The evidence says it is. No worries.
You carry on.
Indeed, I shall. But yeah, I think that's where the evidence is poking out towards, for me. As I say, I mean, I can't say for certain. I've never met the bloke. I've never spoke to the bloke, so I can't say whether I have that feeling of, you know, a cold individual or what. But I mean, first-hand experience on my grandma and my granddad. They've both said he seems a very calm person.
He's going to create a good impression.
I mean, let's be honest, if you're getting called a murderer, I don't think you're going to exactly go out there being a dickhead, are you?
Yeah.
I think you're going to try to act as civil as you can.
Yeah.
But as I say, my grandma's usually a decent judge of character.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. I think he did it. No,
Yeah.
but I think he definitely, I think they did. I think something happened. She fell. She was pushed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something happened. It's because it's just that I keep going back to it. But the fact DNA evidence was found in 3 places in the flat. He's had to mute the mic, but I shall continue. DNA evidence found 3 places in the flat, and on their clothes and in the rental car. To me, means that body was stored there, and it was definitely. Are you back?
Sorry, I'm back.
So as I say, yeah, the fact that DNA is in 3 places in the hotel room, in the car, and on their clothes, to me says, well, I'm sorry, right? Her DNA and human rotten corpse has been smelt in your hotel room, meaning she was dead there, on your clothes, meaning your clothes came in contact with her dead, and in the boot of your car.
Yeah, that's it.
How's that not good enough evidence? I think if they weren't so up in power, that would be enough evidence to convict someone like me and you.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
Like, I'm sorry, rotten corpse DNA in the car and in your clothes, her blood and DNA found? Yeah, okay, boys, cuff them. But I think they're so high up in power that that evidence wouldn't stick.
Yeah.
But to me, the fact that that evidence is there means I think, yeah, she died, probably accidental. I don't think they'd kill her on purpose, of course not. But I think actually died. They thought, fuck it, okay, we hide the body, we get rid of the body, we stage it with somebody broke in. Bob's your uncle, because they left the door open, didn't they? There was a door, the hotel room door, not the main one, the back door that was led onto a main road. They left that open.
Oh, wow.
Now, because if you were going to stage your kid being kidnapped, that door was locked.
Yeah.
How has he got in then? Because he definitely didn't lock the door behind him. But if you leave the door open, someone could easily just walk in off the main road and get your kid. Sure, you're going to have you shouldn't have left the door open, you shouldn't have left the kid on your own, but realistically, you'd rather had a go out for leaving the back door open and leaving your kid on your own than killing them.
Yeah.
So I think they just went, we'll leave the door open, we'll go for dinner, we'll act calm, we'll act civil, you go check on the kid, because I think it was Jerry, weren't it? Yeah, Jerry went checked on the kid and said all the kids are still there. He comes back, so at this point they've got an alibi. Jerry, did you see the kids? I saw the kids, fair enough. Kate, what happened with you? Well, I went up there, Madeleine was gone. Okay then, so we have this time period and this one, between this time here, someone went in and kidnapped her.
Yeah.
Perfect alibi. Back door was open, was it? Okay, cool. Someone came in the back door, took your kids. Bob's your uncle. Auntie's your Kathy.
Yeah.
Auntie's your Kathy. Wow. Okay. There you go, lad. And yeah, I personally think they did something. Got rid of the body, created a perfect alibi, and I've got away with it for nearly 12, 13 years now.
I don't know how they've got on from this, I'm being honest with you.
But I mean, we were both in agreement that they had something to do with the disappearance of Madeleine McCann.
Oh yeah, I am 95% sure.
Shame. It was a real shame what happened.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for their 2 kids that are still alive now, more than anything.
I'm surprised childcare didn't come into it.
No,
they had nothing to do with it.
they're too rich and high up in power. They're too.
Yeah.
They know.
Well, they paid someone off. I reckon they paid someone.
I don't think that. I just think they're too well known. They had so many famous and millionaire people come in and help them.
No, I don't mean in terms of like the Portuguese police. I mean in terms of an alibi.
No, I don't know. Possibly. Yeah.
If someone came up to me and said, right, just kill the kid, be my alibi, I'd say, right, where's the money? I would do it. But
Hang on a second, right? You've dobbed your. Weaving in the mud! Isn't it? Right in the mud here, boy. What you saying?
You're not going to do it for free, are you?
No. Bag of quavers and a Freddo. That's my payment. I always go to that. That's stupid. Bloody yeah, you're pushing it now, boy. And they've gone up fucking twice, them bastards. But yeah, so I definitely think something fishy went on there. And I'm not talking about the trout kind either.
No.
But yeah, it doesn't look right. I mean, I feel really sorry for their 2 kids because let's be honest. How old are they now? They're going to be.
10 years on, isn't it?
It's about 12, 13, yeah. So you're looking at them going to school and college, and you know you're going to have people saying to your parents have killed your sister. You know they're going to get that, and I feel sorry for them. Oh, no, I wouldn't. I maybe a bit of banter, but
Yeah.
I don't think I'd go that far. But you know that, and also, in the back of their head, when they look at all the evidence, what are they going to think?
They're going to make up their own mind when they're old.
'Cause I'm sure, obviously, right now the parents are either tell them nothing or they're innocent. But if they get hold of all the information, all the evidence, and really look at it, what if they start thinking it's true?
Know what happened. Yeah.
What if they start thinking they killed them? What if they confront them? I don't know. I think it's a messed up situation. But mark my words, you've heard it here, boys and girls. There's no girls, just boys. It's your wet dream, Ryan. Oh no.
They say the truth always comes out.
The truth always comes out, but trust me on this, if Jerry McCann leaves the picture and leaves Kate, she will start blabbing.
Yeah.
Like an overflowing pond, it'll be all over the place and everyone's going to know about it.
Yeah.
You know? Like a man who shot himself on a bus. Everyone knows about it and everyone was expecting it. I don't know about that. That's a shit analogy. Oh, I don't know why that came into my head. Anyway, but so Ryan, give us your final say and opinion on the situation.
I was just gonna say, the McCanns are very smart people who I think have managed to squirm the way out to this one. They will do till they die.
I'm yeah, I'm 100% there as well. That they've definitely done something fishy here. And I think the truth eventually will come out, and I think it'll be Kate that will say it personally.
Before they die.
I just think if Jerry leaves, moves on, does something, I think Kate will. I think it's going to be eaten away on her. But again, the more time goes on, maybe she can put it away. Maybe she can stick it under the pillow, or I think maybe when the kids become old enough to take care of themselves. Because if it is, that Kate might be thinking right now, right, this guilt is killing me, but if I leave now, these kids aren't going to have a mother. When they get 18, 19, 20 and they're moving out, I think Kate is going to hold her hands up and go, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
And
they'll be put in prison for the rest of their life.
No, they won't. They'll put their hands up, say it was an accident, they'll get 5 to 10 years and released with good behaviour after 2. That's what'll happen. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Yeah, that's my friend Ryan's opinion on the thoughts of the disappearance of Madeleine McCann.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.